woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I'm gonna hold it down, I swear. I roll up and I'm smelling like a right now. I do this for my rounds, yeah. Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in a gun.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here at Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage. And taken down.
Motion. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Woo, defense, let's go. Let's go.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Left. Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Now here's Mahomes. And able to find Conley. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Slow. Here we go. Green 90. Green 90.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Ace.
Mahomes now on 1st down. He'll leave it for Hunt. Complete. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Baker now to kick this one away. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
76, come on. 76.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The all-pro safety Eric Berry in on the stop. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. To throw on 2nd down is gone. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Mahomes going to throw. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Michael Brockers in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Hunt. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a Turkey Bowl where you have the center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Left, 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 left. Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Slow, slow, slow. Slow, slow, slow. Z, 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 Z.
Now Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. First catch on that one for Kelsey, and it's a 1st down. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Hunt gets it on the draw from Mahomes. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Left, 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 left. There we go. Green 90. Green 90.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Mark Barron in there to get him for a loss of 5.
Left, 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 left. Left, 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 left.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Kareem Hunt stops short of the sticks, and the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Now, the Los Angeles Rams, they continue to be a great story this season, a solid team. That wonderful start, although they did lose Week 9, obviously, to New Orleans, so the 72 Dolphins celebrated again.
Yeah, they got a chance to hug it out and still be the last team to go undefeated in modern football. 17-0 that team was, but let's face it, No one shedding any tears for the Rams after that loss to New Orleans. They still have weapons galore on offense, a stout defensive front led by Aaron Donald, leading their division. They're aiming for the playoffs, and as all their moves in the offseason and during the season, picking up Dante Fowler Jr. to rush the passer, they're shooting for the Super Bowl.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
On second down, here's Goff. Dumps it off to Gurley. Gurley's got the first down and then some. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And that'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in the cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old-school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Mahomes will try again on second down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Sammy Watkins from 19 yards away. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect. And this remains a 13-0 game. Butker now to kick this one away. On the return, it's Pharaoh Cooper. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? And maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. On first down, it's Gurley. And an alley to run. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
76.
They go play action here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And now it's second down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First down, L.A. Goff finding Higbee. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Got it under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield, get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead.
We're good. We're good. Super one.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. And that is incomplete here. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. And it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. And this is going to be incomplete. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to Arrowhead after this. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Brandon Cooks, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Rams have got this back to a one-score game. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now 13-7. Zerline out now to kick this one away. That electric Kansas City offense takes the field again, and a lot of the talk this year, understandably, has been about Patrick Mahomes, but really this is just a fun team to follow, is it not?
It really is, and when you think about their head coach, Andy Reid, and his ability to adapt to the talent he has, adapt to how they play football in 2018, actually be ahead a little bit, because you see elements of college offenses in his. You see, of course, the spreading the field and throwing it to his fast guys like Tyreek Hill. Travis Kelce does a little bit of everything at tight end. Kareem Hunt. I love this offense, and they're winning games essentially 42-28. Their defense has the benefit of playing essentially every game with a 14-0 lead. So this is how they're winning, not on lockdown defense, but really through exciting offense.
And now as the weather gets colder and they're having a good season, this is the time to be tailgating at Arrowhead. This is
There's no doubt. Smell that barbecue cooking and hear that crowd chanting and singing the national anthem. Home of the Chiefs.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Green 39.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Caught, Kelce, left side. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Ace, ace. There we go now. Green 39. Green.
They run with Hunt. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just heading straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Green 90. Green 90.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
After the interception, here's Goff. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. From the gun, here's Goff. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, Goff. The 20. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. A shotgun snap for Goff. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Tyler Higbee in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams have tied the game with the extra point to come. So now this to get themselves a lead here heading into the break. Zerline good with a PAT. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Zerline out now to kick this one away. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
Green 90. Green 90. Hey, watch it, watch it.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. It's caught at the 10. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
So instead of trailing into the lockers, they grabbed the lead with the clock reading all zeros before intermission.
I would love to go into the locker room with them because right now they're riding a nice wave, aren't they? They're feeling good about themselves. But I know the coach is going to be talking to them about calming down, taking it easy. We've got a whole second half, but use the way we finished the first one to start the second.
And the Rams now coming out on the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
14.
Now Goff on first down. Steps away to his left. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
The throw on second down is gone. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 2, now third down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Mark Barron in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. To throw, it's Mahomes. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll go down at the 28. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side. I
would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Reggie Ragland not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Justin Houston in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a third and long.
We're good. Starting left here.
Off play action. Here's Goff. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Take it at the 37. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're
trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Charles, I want to go in a different direction for a second, talk about Le'Veon Bell, because the November 13th report date has come and gone. He's still not with the Steelers. Now, the good news, though, Le'Veon Bell Not there, but James Conner has been good in his stead.
He certainly has, and we have to think now that maybe we won't see Le'Veon Bell in a Pittsburgh Steelers uniform, ever again. And that's for another day. He's not there. You just hit it, though. James Conner, this Pittsburgh team has really elevated its game around James Conner, playing awfully well. He's playing well. And I think there's a certain sense when you watch them that they all want to prove something to Le'Veon Bell, that they can play well without him. And so far, it's working.
And James Conner, he's an easy guy to root for. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
We're good. We're good.
Throwing on third. Goff forced out to his left. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. It's the sackmaster, Justin Houston, who comes up with it. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Now here's Mahomes. Going deep here for Watkins. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
There was the pressure you were talking about, forcing incompletion.
And it doesn't always have to end in a sack, does it? Sometimes you can make a good play by forcing the incompletion with the pressure.
He'll rifle this. And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his second touchdown of the night. And thanks to the interception, the Chiefs offense cashes in with 6. Now it's Mahomes again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
Well, that's true. You've said that before. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Goff on first down. And the Chiefs are going to get him. D. Ford leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Dumps it off to Gurley. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. This is caught. It's Cooks. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Anthony Hitchens in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. We're back now in KC. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the fourth and final quarter. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Out of the gun, Goff. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Robert Woods, 41 yards. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Black 58 rail. Here we go.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hill. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On second down, here's Mahomes. He's going to look deep for Watkins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver, and it's third and short.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. Mahomes looks to throw on third down. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Justin Houston in there to get him for his second sack of the night.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. To throw is gone. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to make it third down and 10.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Goff now looks to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Check 26. Check 26. Slow.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Mike, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Dante Fowler able to drop him for a loss of 4.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Give them 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. Right side complete. That's Woods. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Goff to Woods as the Rams move the chains. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Now Goff on 1st down. And it's caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Tyler Higbee with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Rams have taken the lead here in the 4th. Goff. Flush to his right. And this is caught. And it's a 3-point game. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Gets this one to Hill. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Gosh, given the time and the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so. But it's hard to get a receiver to drop the football. They're trained to catch everything.
Back to throw. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 4th down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep, and that's caught inside the 30. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow, wow.
Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. This is fielded at the goal line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
It's caught left side by Cooks. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Give him 30 yards there. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Zerline out now to kick this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'd be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 40.